Thank you for coming. Thank you for wanting to learn more. I honor you. I see you. I love you. So I wanted to share my journey of radical self-acceptance and how I got here in this moment right now on the path of truth, understanding of self, of who I am and why I'm here, and being okay with everything that's happened in my life, because it's what brought me here. It's what taught me who I am. It's what helped break me open to the core and experience love like I've never felt before. It's like a heartgasm. Just every cell in your body is activated and opened and feeding you with this juicy sustenance, nourishment. And I didn't always feel this way. I grew up feeling as if I was misunderstood. I was a reject, a misfit. I didn't belong here. I didn't really know why. I had always had spiritual or extraterrestrial phenomenons happening to me, and I didn't really have an understanding of why it was happening to me, but just that it was, and everyone around me wasn't really experiencing what I was experiencing, or they weren't talking about it. So I ended up keeping it quiet. I really internalized what I was experiencing as, oh no, am I going crazy? Am I schizophrenic? Am I bipolar? Am I borderline personality disorder? What is wrong with me? Why are these things happening to me? Why can I feel things watching me all the time? Why am I seeing beings? Why am I seeing these alien-like beings hanging out in my doorway in my bedroom? Why am I being visited by these spirits in my dream world that are giving me messages? Why am I talking to the sky in a sleepwalk? Why do I get sleep paralysis? Why? What is happening to me? Why is no one else talking about this or experiencing this? And why do I have to be so different? And because I was having this internal dialogue of really judging myself for these experiences that I was having, because I didn't have anything to compare it to. I didn't have friends or fellow classmates that were talking about having these similar experiences. So I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to belong. I wanted to be a part of the popular crowd. And I was always the weird one. I was always strange, out there, expressive, wild. I did what I wanted to do, always. And always had a smile on my face. Always been open, vulnerable, so trusting. Not everyone was like that around me. And because of that, and this urge and need to fit in, I started to change. I started to mimic everyone around me. I started to take on the perspectives of all of those that I looked up to, all of those people that I loved, that I trusted. I took on their beliefs and their perspectives without really developing my own. And that was confusing because I didn't have a sense of who I was, what my likes were, what my needs were, what my boundaries were. And I noticed that I would fluctuate in my personality constantly depending on the people that I was hanging out with. It was like I was a chameleon. And I could change to fit the vibration or the perspectives and beliefs of those around me and be completely okay with that because I embodied it. I took it on as who I was. And it was easy for me to do that. It was easy for me to interchange these personalities because I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel connected. I wanted to feel received because I had these beliefs of being misunderstood. And what I got were experiences that made me feel misunderstood, that made me feel unsafe, that made me feel violated, that made me feel like an outcast. And at the time, while I'm going through these experiences, I was in a tunnel vision. I was seeing things through all the perspectives that I had taken on as my own that weren't really mine. And it was very limiting. I couldn't feel because I was so constricted by all of the different beliefs that I was trying on that didn't fit me. And then I burst. I couldn't take it anymore. I felt like I was losing it. I was trying so hard not to feel so much that I tried to do things that would numb me out. I tried to ignore the fact that I was sensitive, that I was having these phenomenons happen to me. I was being visited by extraterrestrials. I couldn't ignore this anymore. And that's what started my journey into self-realization. I wanted to know what was happening to me. I wanted to be able to understand what I was going through, so that way I could explain it better or feel more confident in expressing it to other people. And it kind of started the reclamation of weird for me. I was reclaiming this essence of individuality, a full divine expression of who I was and not really caring. And the more that I began to accept myself for what was happening to me, accept myself for the perspectives that I had taken on, or the experiences that I chose to go through, I just started to accept everything. I held myself, and still do hold myself, accountable for not following through with my word, for there being a disconnection in my beliefs and my actions. And I choose to hold compassion for myself when I dishonor. But the fact that I am choosing to accept that I'm dishonoring myself is what helped me open my heart more. It made me realize that there is no right or wrong. There's only lessons. And I learn from my choices. My emotions tell me what I'm feeling. And I can befriend my emotions to help understand myself, to understand why my actions may not correlate with my word. And it wasn't until I opened the space to understand myself, to listen to myself, to hear myself out in those moments of self-sabotage, is when I truly started to love myself. Because I saw the pain, I saw the wounding, I saw the fear. Yet I could still see that spark of divinity, and I knew that divinity. Because that is who I am. And that is who I'm learning or remembering who I've always been. And that is me connecting, opening, and expanding myself to fully receive the entirety of creation's love, of universal love. And with connecting to this vibration, it's as if every choice that I make, I now want to make it with love. And that is how I feel I am grounding and embody heaven on earth. And the tools I like to use are sound, light language, meditation, body work, prayer, because they've changed my life. They have shown me what it's like to truly live heart forward. And that is what I'm here to share. Love, playfulness, joy, safety, expansion, depth,